A local nonprofit organization works to help parents who are going through something that you just can't even imagine, the loss of a child. Angels for Allison is a nonprofit organization that provides financial assistance for expenses associated with the death of a child. And like many nonprofits, Angels for Allison has felt the impact of COVID-19 and had to pause many fundraising events as a result. Executive Director Liz Nottingham joins us via Zoom this morning, along with Elisa Chong, whose family was helped by Angels for Allison. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Liz, may I start with you first? Would you explain for our viewers who are not familiar, and I know I've had a number of stories, in fact, on Angels for Allison since I'm familiar with the family. How does the organization help families who've lost a child?
Sure. We actually work with a small referral network of local hospitals and school districts, psychologist offices, who send us the families that are in that financial need at that moment of crisis when they've lost their child. And from there, we work to with the funeral home that the family selects, so it's very personal to the family to be able to cover the cost of that funeral for each family. This year alone, we've helped over 80 local families. Since our beginning in 2010, we've helped over 570 Northeast Florida families.
Yeah, and no one ever expects, as you're welcoming, a child into this world, that something terrible could happen, but the reality is, sadly, it does. I'd like to bring Elisa into the conversation. Elisa, would you tell us more about your son, Kobe? And I know that Angels for Allison helped you with your loss.
Yes, ma'am. Kobe, it was my twin son, born March 12, 2020. And he was born with a congenital heart defect and had 3 open heart surgeries and ended up going to be with Jesus after 3 months of age. And Allison, Angels for Allison really helped lift that financial burden. I don't know if any of you have experienced loss, but you don't realize the expense that goes into those funeral services and fees that come along. So they were just a huge blessing at that time. And we are also, since Kobe's passing, we're excited to say that we're able to raise funds in his honor, and we're able to pay it forward and give back to Angels for Allison to help others that went through what we did, and also other families and nonprofits that helped us through that. So we were super excited to do that.
So, Elisa, while you're talking, we're seeing images of your beautiful family and of Kobe. What would you have done had it not been for Angels for Allison?
We would have eventually been able to get the funds, I believe, with the life insurance and all that. But just at the time when you're grieving over your child, you don't want to think about any of that. You just want to be there with your family. And I have 2 other boys at home, so able to just focus on them and be there with my husband. And so we're super grateful for that.
It's to take that worry away from families who are already dealing with so much. Liz, we know that all nonprofits have been struggling during the pandemic, just raising funds, because so much of this is about welcoming people in to raise money. There is an opportunity, though, for people to help Angels for Allison. Would you explain the Festival of Flight?
Yes, thank you. We are fortunate that this event has not been canceled. It's an outdoor venue, so it's safe, and we'll be following the proper practices of mask wearing and social distancing for both our volunteers and our guests. It's this Sunday, October 18th at Stockton Park from 1 to 3 p.m. The festival in our tradition begins actually around noontime with a memorial ceremony, and that honors every child that we have helped throughout the years. We'll be reading over 570 names on that morning. It's really important to our board of directors, that includes Allison's parents, that every child is remembered in that way. From there, it'll be a celebration of life and light, and we'll have a number of live performances from local dance groups, as well as a children's band, and a few local artists are actually coming to show their art projects, and they will be donating 50% of the profits to our foundation. So while it's non-ticketed and free to attend, it's really about showing the support of the community. We're fortunate to have sponsorships that have really helped with the fundraising effort before this event takes place.
And Liz, I want to give more of that information, in fact, to our viewers in just a moment. We'll do that. I wanted to thank you, Liz, and Elisa, thank you for your time and for sharing your story. I know I can feel it. I know how painful it is. And I certainly hope that your message to our viewers will help others during a difficult time, knowing that Angels for Allison is there. And also, we hope that our viewers at home will think kindly enough to donate as well. Thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, the event is this Sunday, October 18th. It's from 1 until 3 in the afternoon at Stockton Park, as Liz mentioned, which is on Ortega Boulevard. Activities include live music, dance performances, crafts, the opportunity to purchase from local vendors, with a percentage of those proceeds going to support the foundation. For more information, you can learn more about Angels for Allison by going to its website, angelsforallison.org. We'll be right back.